Hey guys, Bryce Baum here, and welcome to another Bahmbody Corner. Today I want to talk to you guys about the proper way to structure your workout for your goals. Okay, so everybody has different goals when they go into the gym. It could be fat loss, it could be gaining muscle, it could be a combination of both, it could be strength, it could be power. You need to make sure that you're structuring your workout so that you can optimize the potential for whatever that goal is every single workout. Now, most of you aren't going to like the simplicity of my answer, but it's really simple, guys. You have to do what works best for your body. I go on social media, social media sugarcoats everything so much. It's almost sickening. It can be frustrating, and don't get caught up in all the hoopla that you see on the internet, because a lot of the stuff is bunk. The bottom line is none of us are structured the same. Biomechanically, we're all built differently. So different movements are going to work our body differently than the person next to us, and that person next to them, is going to work their body differently as well. The important thing to realize is that you need to have a little bit of a structure depending on your goal set, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So if I'm going to go for strength, my purpose needs to be in the shorter rep range throughout most of my workout, working with the most volume through weight as I can. And from workout to workout, say like I'm working back on Monday every week, it needs to be to add volume every week. So if I did, let's say, a 300-pound deadlift on Monday last week, my goal is to increase that by 5 pounds to 305 pounds the next week, and then 310 pounds the next week, to have a consistent progression of my volume to adhere toward more strength. If it's power, it's getting from point A to point B as explosive as possible. So if I'm doing a 300-pound deadlift on Monday for back, it is to be at 80% power with that, okay? And then the next week be even more powerful, 85% power, and then even more powerful, 90% power at that weight, is to work from point A to point B at a given weight as powerful as possible in an efficient manner. If my purpose is fat loss, it's to be in an elevated heart rate with a shortened amount of rest periods. It's to take basically control of the variables that I can in each workout. And it's keep my rest periods down, keep my heart rate up, and to have as much lactic acid build up as possible. If my goal is to have as much muscle growth in a workout as possible, it is to work a variation of rep ranges. I think hypertrophy training is the most versatile workout programming that you can do, because there needs to be a little bit of all the variables of training in it. There needs to be power, there needs to be strength, there needs to be all the forms of hypertrophy, and there needs to be a form of fat loss. So, and that's going to come through your cardio most of the time, or diet. So there's a lot of things to consider, but what I want to keep in mind, guys, is the Bahmbody training protocol is all about simplicity. It's about using your logic, okay? So you're not going to have an increase in power if you're not doing things that work best for you. So the first thing is to experiment. Find what movements work best for you. Find what movements work best for you in what part of the workout. Okay, I'm going to use myself as an example. My goal is to constantly be at a 12% or lower body fat, so to be lean, and to be exponentially increasing my muscle mass every week consistently. I want no plateauing there, okay? My body is a skinny natural build called an ectomorphic build. Probably an ectomesomorphic build. I had a little bit of muscle tone before I started lifting weights, okay? So basically, what I need to do is I need to make sure that in order for myself to stay full, I need to stay strong, okay? If I'm not strong, I'm going to thin out. So that means lifting heavier weights. I get weak as my workout progresses. That's what logic tells me. I've tried putting heavier lifts at the end of my workout, and I'm not as motivated, I'm not as focused, and I'm not as strong. So I put my strength movements and my power movements in the beginning. What this does is this fires up my central nervous system. It gets me awake. It gives me a sense of euphoria. I get pumped up and focused. So I will hit 3 to 4 to 5, 6 sets as hard as I can with my goal in mind being increasing weight and doing it as powerful as possible. From then, I'm exhausting the other outlets of hypertrophy, basically working a certain set of rep ranges, let's say 8 to 15 reps for a few exercises. And then I'm also going to work at a part of my workout where I'm in oxygen deprivation. So I may do a superset or a triple set or a giant set where my rep range total is going to be from 25 to 75 to 80 reps total throughout the entity of maybe that straight set that has a bunch of drop sets or that giant set or that superset, etc. Okay? And that is what works for me. Now, I've tried every training protocol under the sun. I've done all power. I've done all strength. I've done all compound movements. I've done all traditional movements. And some of that stuff works and some of it doesn't. So what I've done is I've taken all those influences that I've tried and turned it into my own form of training that works for me. And since I've done that, I've had consistent progress because I'm more focused. I'm more driven because I'm training for what my body likes. Okay, you guys' body's built only one way. You can't change the way it's built structurally. So you need to make sure that you train for that. And that is the take-home point that I want you guys to realize. Experiment first. Realize it's going to take some time to understand your body. Take proper notes of every workout. Have a very, very clear-cut vision of where you want to go, what your goal is. Understand your current settings of where you're at, okay? And then make an organized plan, and that plan is going to evolve the more and more that you gain experience, okay? So don't try to do too much at once, guys. The important thing is that you train with intensity and organization. So have a plan and bust your ass. And that is the best advice that I can give you. Okay? Until next time, guys, this is Bryce Bahmbody Corner. Thanks.